Hi guys, my name is Chakri. I am going to start my new channel Angular World Telugu. In this channel I will explain the front-end technologies. Today I am going to start my Angular session. Here in this video I am going to explain the what are the Angular topics will be covered in this Angular session. And first of all I will explain the introduction. What is Angular? Why Angular is required? And why Angular and AngularJS are different, and what are the installation steps, what are the software required. I will explain in this video. Let us go in deep dive. What is Angular? We all know Angular is a one front-end framework. That is, it is a TypeScript-based framework, and it also supports JavaScript. TypeScript is nothing but TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. There is some extra additional functionalities. JavaScript plus additional functionalities is equal to TypeScript. You can understand while seeing the code. Because of Angular only, the large scale applications will be built. Angular is nothing but it is a framework. It is a JavaScript and TypeScript based framework. It was developed by Google in 2012. Here, the Angular is classified into three types. First, the AngularJS. Second one, Angular. Third one, Angular Material. Angular means Angular supports both web applications and mobile applications. It will be built with the help of TypeScript and JavaScript. As we go to there, that means in AngularJS only web supported applications will be built with the help of JavaScript. Another one is Angular Material. It is like a bootstrap. We all know, I think so. We all know bootstrap. It is a, it will applies the rich UI styles to the web applications and mobile applications. Why we required Angular? Why Angular? Angular. There are two frameworks. Mostly there are two frameworks. We all know, that is Angular or React. Angular is a library. Angular is a framework. React is a library. What is the difference between framework and library? Framework means is a toolkit. It will consist several number of tools. If the user or developer requires one tool, he will simply takes the tool and he will do the respective work with the help of tool. But as we goes to the library, library is not a toolkit. It is just it's a open space. If the user want one tool, he will go and install the tool into the he will go and bring the tool and install it in their project. Like as we seen in React, we have to install the forms, we have to install the routing setup, like that. In Angular we don't need such type of things, sir. While creating the new project only, the entire toolkit will be built in the Angular. That is the huge difference between framework and Angular. The main thing is the user can control the flow of application by using Angular. As we seen in React, there is no such thing. So while almost all the companies will go for Angular only because there is more flexibility, and it can handle the large scale applications. It is main focused on UI and design content. As we go to the React, it just is for to build the effective user interface only. Here we can add the multiple functionalities in React, in Angular. Sorry. Then we all know what is Angular and Angular JS. Angular, here we can see in table, Angular is a component based architecture. Angular JS is a MVC based architecture. Component based architecture means component. Here, components are fundamental building blocks in Angular. As we go in MVC React JS, their architecture is MVC based architecture. Model, view, component. controller or component, like that. Here we will build one project based on the components by using one component, by using several number of component one by one. We will build our project. Angular supports both mobile applications and web applications. As we seen in Angular.js, it does not support the mobile applications. It uses dependency injection. In further videos, you can learn about dependency injection. It is a one of the powerful tool in Angular, which were provided by the Angular to inject the services into the components. It does not use the Angular dependency injection in Angular.js. It consists CLI tool. CLI tools is nothing but it is a wonderful tool to install or create to install create the components, services, pipes and directives in one platform. It is a one platform to create or install or run the commands of Angular. It does not contain the CLS tool. Here it supports both JavaScript and TypeScript. It supports only the JavaScript. First, as in real world scenario, first the Angular.js comes into picture. There are few issues like security issues because the JavaScript mostly not do not it does not involve in oops concepts. Then only the Google company introduces the Angular with the help with the support of TypeScript. In TypeScript, oops concepts are involved to make the programming language for security purposes. That's all about Angular and Angular.js. What are the prerequisites required for learning Angular? Before learning Angular, what are the languages or what are the web fundamentals we needed? First of all, we need to learn the HTML, CSS. Bootstrap is optional. If you learn Bootstrap, it is easy to build the application, easy manner to construct the application. Or UI, it is used to make the UI designs very perfectly. Then after we have to learn the full-fledged JavaScript and basics of TypeScript. That is type mention means we have to specify the variable with type, function with type, type assertion. The topic is called type assertion. We have to learn some basics topics in TypeScript. These are enough for starting the Angular or learning the Angular. Then what are the softwares required for Angular installation? Before installing the Angular, what are the softwares are required? That need to be explained. First of all, we require two. One is VS Code editor. We all know, we are familiar with VS Code. First of all, we have to install the VS Code. Then if we want to run the JavaScript in dynamic manner, then we go for the Node.js prompt. Node.js software. We must install the 20 plus versions. 20 plus, more than 20 version we have to install. Then after, that's all about today video. I will explain about installation. Then after roadmap, I will go with series of Angular learning path. That's all about today. Thank you.